High achievers burn out because they are masking and can't even see collapse coming. Stay with me for the next few minutes because what I'm about to say could save you years of silent suffering you've dismissed as this is just normal for me. Because if you're a high performer, career on paper, capable, reliable, everyone's strong one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You move through your day like a steady drumbeat. Alarms, deadlines, text messages, a kid's school note, a late night email that you should have waited until morning, but you didn't. And on the outside, it's fine. You look fine, you smile, you handle it. You keep rising, keep producing, keep leading. But inside your body, something else is happening, something most high achievers never ever notice. This is the hidden mental crisis of high achievers. You can look successful while your nervous system is quietly begging for help. Let me paint a picture. You are at a dinner with colleagues or friends. Everyone's decompressing, laughing, venting, and you notice that one friend, that person who is always upbeat, always positive, always crushing it, always 2 steps ahead of everyone. They take on more projects, sleep less, smile wider. You've even caught yourself wondering, how the hell do they do that? But here's the thing most people never consider. High achievers mask silently. And that superhuman friend, they might be hiding a mental and physical crisis so well they don't even know it's happening. And if you're listening to this thinking, oh damn, that's me, then stay with me, because this conversation might be the one thing that slows down a train you didn't know was speeding towards a wall. For those who don't know me, I'm a conversational hypnotherapist. I've spent thousands of hours sitting with high performers who are burning out quietly behind the scenes. Most of them are parents, most are extremely competent, most have been the responsible one for so long that their nervous system has forgotten how to rest. They come to me when they've white-knuckled their way through years of I'm fine, and suddenly they're not fine. They're anxious at work, tense at home, snappy with the kids, or feeling completely invisible in their relationships. Many think it's just work stress, or it's just stress as a part of life, or it's a bad patch in their marriage, or the one that makes me want to throw a chair, they label it imposter syndrome. No. What they call anxiety is not a mindset problem, it's not a personality flaw, it's not a lack of confidence, it's not an imposter syndrome, it's an internal system glitch, a nervous system that's been overperforming for so long it doesn't know how to come down. And with the method of hypnotherapy I use, conversational hypnosis, we don't sit around validating symptoms or endlessly explaining feelings. We go straight to the original knot. The moment the nervous system learns to overperform, overfunction, and override. It's fast and deep work, and it's for people who want results, not another 6 months of talking in circles. If you want to explore whether this applies to you, just leave me a message. Message me. I offer a complimentary 45 minutes call because clarity shouldn't be behind a paywall. Let's talk about 2 masking behaviors high achievers almost always have. So these are the 2 silent ways high achievers mask the mechanisms that hide the crisis until it's too late. Number 1, intellectualization. High achievers think about their feelings instead of feeling them. Your brain becomes a CEO. Your emotional system becomes the unpaid intern you ignore. Instead of, oh, I'm overwhelmed, you say, I just need to optimize my schedule. Instead of, I'm lonely, you say, I'm just busy. Instead of, this hurts me, you say, it's fine, I need to understand why this happened. The result? Emotional needs go unnoticed. Stress accumulates quietly. Your body starts whispering symptoms you brush off as normal. tight chest, shallow breath, waking up all the time, that background hum of tension, headaches, the feeling you are always bracing for something. And because you're brilliant, functional, and articulate, no one suspects a thing. Second, overfunctioning. This is the big one. High achievers don't just do their job, they do everyone else's job too. You volunteer, you fix, you perfect, you anticipate needs before anyone asks. You meet unrealistic expectations because you are terrified of being a disappointment. You aim higher because slowing down feels unsafe. You overperform because deep down stillness feels like failure. And every time you override your limits, your nervous system pays the price. Let's talk about the real cost and why this crisis is invisible. Let's get honest about what this masking actually does, because it's not just emotional, it's biological. The first cost, emotional numbness. This one scares people when it hits. You wake up one day and realize you don't feel much of anything. Not joy, not sadness, not excitement, just nothing. High achievers often mislabel this as depression, but emotional numbness is actually the final safety mechanism of a body that's been in survival mode for too long. It's the nervous system saying, I have nothing left to give. I'm shutting down to keep you alive. Once you rest and regulate, your emotional vitality generally comes back. But when you are in it, it feels like you are disappearing. The second cost, increased stress and habitual burnout. Burnout isn't just exhaustion, it's trauma. It's literal biological trauma, ongoing stress event. Your body gets flooded with stress hormones so consistently that your system can't return to baseline. And here's something I've seen over and over again. Some high achievers, even those with happy childhoods, present almost identical symptoms to childhood trauma clients. Nightmares, panic attacks, autoimmune-like responses, perpetual hypervigilance, not because they were harmed in childhood, but because their lifestyle became a chronic stress event. Third, physical breakdown. Masking always becomes physical. GI issues, insomnia, alopecia, early arthritis, chronic inflammation, tension, migraines, hormonal imbalances. When the mind won't slow down, the body forces the conversation. The bottom line, high achievers are brilliant at ignoring symptoms. You push through, you tell yourself I'm fine, you assume you're just more resilient than most. And maybe you are, but even resilience has a breaking point. Masking delays self-awareness. It delays intervention and healing. And by the time high achievers realize something's wrong, they are already at the wire. So if you are listening to this and something in your chest feels tight, or you suddenly feel seen in a way that's uncomfortable, or you've been pushing through signs you'd never ignore in someone you love, let's not wait until your system forces the collapse. You can send me a message. We'll jump on a complimentary 45 minutes stress diagnostic call. I'll help you identify exactly what's going on and whether my method of conversation hypnotherapy is the right support for you. Your nervous system is not a machine, it's not a robot, and you don't have to keep pretending you are made of steel. You've held everything together for far too long. Let someone help you put it down.